One of my favourite things about a good run of Civ when you're doing really, really well is that sometimes you look at the tech screen and it's like, oh, would you like 1 turn on this or 3 turns on this? And you're thinking, yes, we're doing quite well, aren't we? This is lovely. Like a nice, reassuringly small amount of time. 34 techs versus 30. I'm now within 4 techs of the tech leader. And we've got some more pillaging to do, my friends. Also, my great general has now officially reached obsolescence. So, there we go. War weariness reduced by 25% for the entire game. Where was this in my last playthrough, hey? Where was that? Now, somebody in the comments previously said, are you not worried about war weariness? You don't really do wars like quickly. You often use surprise wars. No. When you're in control of the peace deals, war weariness is often not a problem. It was just in the last challenge it was a real issue, but I have 0 war weariness in my empire at the moment and I'm still at war with people. So, actually I say that. We're going to just like declare peace on people now. But yeah, this is, it was fine. Why does everybody want war with Norway? What did Norway do to anybody? Like, it's quite confusing that. Yeah, I feel like Russia is the next, the next logical step here. Let's go for a joint war with them. A joint war? A regular war, I should say. I've got a cultural alliance with Japan. I should really start to get a military alliance at some point. But look, my cavalry are just wandering in, doing lots of damage. St. Petersburg is already being killed by somebody. Sure thing. Sweden! Oh, you have 9 combat strength. Oh dear. Oh, 9 combat strength and they're attacking St. Petersburg with that 9 combat strength. You know what, Sweden, you are suddenly my favourite person. Congrats, that is bold. Oh, and Japan wants to finish off Korea. I, as a historical nerd, think that Japan are really good at wars in Korea, so I'm just going to join them. What could go wrong? Just shredding through Russia's troops. Don't mind me as I heal myself on your plentiful wheat fields. Oh yes, making sure I get all the flanking bonus I can because it just stops my units from being killed too quickly. It's all very lovely. Oh, I forgot to put a trade route with them. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, I didn't do the one thing that Mongolia should do, put a trade... Oh dear, I'm so sorry. That was an appalling play from Ursa around there. Oh, I gave up on a whole +6 combat strength. And luckily I still have +6 combat strength with them, but still, that's appalling. Shall I leave them alive? And no, I won't leave them alive, but still, I am appalled with myself, and I would like to take this opportunity to apologise to you, the audience. That was bad. 1 attack, followed by 2 attacks, and Novgorod is down. I think I'm just going to steal this city as well. That was quick. I feel like Russia had been divided up a little bit there. They were not doing very well, but, I mean, cool beans. That's awesome. This desert is really annoying. The amount of desert storms that it produces that just kill all of my improvements. Oh, please go away. Please. All these trade routes are delightfully terrible. It's not why I'm doing it though. I'm doing it for the boosts. Kill a unit with a musketman. Well, I can't do that because I don't have musketmans anymore. I've got line infantry. Building forts in my territory, something I probably could do. Get the Enlightenment Civic. I think I'm doing that soon. You know what? No, I think I'm just going to boost it through. There's no point waiting for these ones. Let's get the trade route with Poland. There's square rigging boosted. A naval tradition. Oh, didn't realise I didn't have that one. It's quite impressive. Trade route now to Georgia. Let's just get the boost on that one. That's ballistics this time and enlightenment. Ballistics was a really good one actually. 4 turns before I can get cuirassiers and field cannons. Field cannons are quite good. But I'm going towards industrialization at the moment. I think that's a good choice for me. Time to go into Poland now. My cavalry are massed. We're ready to go. I think they have medieval wars? Oh no, ancient wars. Okay, well I expected more of a challenge, but I guess we have to just live with what we get dealt, you know? We've got the field line inventory there. We've got +12 intel on their movements. Although, I mean, this is the city that I have the trade hub of. I unfortunately couldn't put it anywhere else because I hadn't met anywhere else. But we'll just run in now and we'll do a little bit of... There's Krakow. Krakow's got a lot of defense. Maybe should we take Krakow first? That's probably not a bad idea. Oh, Germany. Hello, Germany. Nice to meet you. They'll join in with my war on Poland. Yeah, I bet they will. They had 0 army. So how they're going to do that, I don't know. But still. Okay, their cities did 4 damage to my cavalry, 5 to my pike and shot, and 13 to my crossbow. You know what? Something tells me that this horde is going to be fine. Don't mind me as well as I go for monumentality. I've managed to pillage over 1,000 gold. More settlers, maybe? Go and settle some of these northern areas to stop the barbs from repairing. That could be quite fun. Best bit about, you know, attacking with cavalry is just pillaging, pillaging, pillaging. The amount of yields I'm getting at the moment are insane. Greece, nice to meet you too. They also want in on Poland. What did Poland do to the world? Everyone's just like willing to abandon them at a moment's notice. Another trade route, this time to Sweden. Industrialization boosted and exploration. I need to just keep an eye on that. I probably could have got industrialization, although I don't actually own 2 industrial zones, so maybe that's not a thing. But yeah, anything I can boost by myself, I should. You don't want those boosts to be wasted. Actually, I need to get more into the habit as I meet people to get open borders, because if I do that, yeah, open borders, this lets me just run a troop in, find one of their like back cities, and then I can put the trading post somewhere that I'm not going to immediately attack. Makes a bit of a difference. Bomb. Bomb. Hooray! Mass production. 57 strength, that's great and all, but my cavalry are attacking with 74 strength, so even these ancient walls are just going to start crumbling. Oh my goodness. Actually met a city-state. I've heard so much about these things. Wonderful. Okay, well, this one gives me 2 culture for every great person I've earned, or 2% culture. So I will immediately steal it. Thank you so much. Perfect. Unfortunately, I got the old glitch where I didn't discover the map on that one, so I didn't discover most of Africa, but maybe that's probably a good thing, because Africa would probably, you know, hate me. But we'll live with that. I believe everything that could be pillaged has very much been pillaged, and I mean, Poland, poor Poland, it has been dismembered ever so slightly, but with all of this, we can just take it, and there we go. We managed to do that thing where we managed to take the city with the trading post last, so that was quite good. In the meantime, another trade route, this time to Poznan. Hooray! Scientific theory and mercantilism boosted. This is why Kublai is so good, because you can get the economic boosts at the same time as the military boosts, like Genghis. Yeah, he's amazing. We all know he's amazing. He's an absolute legend, but he kind of specializes in making your military even stronger. But you kind of, it's a little bit like we've said before with some of these tactics. Getting a strength on top of the strength is one thing. You know, if you're good at military, getting something else that makes you good at military just makes you even better at military. Why did I get rid of that? That was stupid. But with Kublai, you're sort of getting something that's a weakness, which is Mongolia's weakness is the economy, because you're always killing people, so you can very rarely, like, actually get your troops together. It's building on that aspect of it. That's what I really like. I finally built some Kashugs. Now, they're brilliant, but I tend not to use them very much, because the 45 range strength often is like, they're just sort of slightly better crossbows. They're more powerful and they run faster, but they get obsolete quite quickly. So I tend not to build them very often, but I really should. I should build them a lot more than I actually do. So I have a trade route to Poznan, which means that I've got the advantage over Germany. I'm going to declare war on them though. Yeah, you can laugh all you want, but I'm still coming for you. Poznan is the city that is going to be captured last, I believe. Aachen 18 pop, that seems like a good target. Plus, nice bunch of pillaging. Now we've got industrialization. I think what goes well with our army of horsey boys, I think it's flight. Flying horsey boys, yes. Yes, that's the cultured approach. There's astronomy. That's 2 techs in 1 turn. But we're just getting started. We're just getting started. I love attacking into Germany. It's one of my favorite things. They always have so many districts. So many districts to pillage. It's always amazing fun. Just coming in and just like everywhere you go, it's just like anom. Oh, Trier just got hit by a flood. That's unfortunate for everyone. By everyone, I mean, you know, Germany and nobody else with scientific theory. And now we're on to flight. Of course, I get a trade route down into Pella, which is a very small population city that's kind of out the way. Sanitation, Reformed Church. Nice. I never looked at coal, actually. How much coal have I got? Oh, I've got 1 in my captured territory down there. I've got, 2. Oh, goodness. We've actually got a game with lots of coal for once. That's about 4 portions of coal just in my empire. That's, oh, yes. Thank you so much. I should have already like 12 coming in per turn. We were due a game with a bit of coal. The last few I've played, just like nothing doing. Dido, lovely to meet you. Remember what we said, as soon as you meet me, you open your borders to me, to the Horde, And then you regret it almost immediately afterwards as I come and run around your empire, just like scouting you out. Already we have Buda under siege. Our cavalry are helping just to run riot. We've got all this pillaging going on. A tasty, tasty pillaging. Actually, culture pillaging we haven't done much of, but now that I'm starting to get it, goodness me, is it good. Retinues and professional army, there's no need to be upgrading anything right now. Chivalry, raid, these things are brilliant. What else do I need? What would be useful here? Actually, I'll keep professional army on. That's a pretty good one. It just lets you do things as you need. Enlightenment, oh, that would be a better one. And then we're going through to nationalism soon as well. Perfect stuff. Egypt. Egypt's still in the game. When Egypt's still in the game, normally they're having a good game on these TSL maps because they get squished in like nothing else. It's really, really funny how badly they get squished in. But they're still in it, and that's got to be a good sign. Rome, on the other hand, never does well. I think it's a good example of how Rome itself as a concept, packed into Europe like it was a very difficult thing to get done. Like, they did well. There is flight. Perfect. That's observation balloons if we need them, which are always a good pickup. Super Fort Alpha. It has a military academy now. That's very exciting. You all know what time it is. It's military engineer time. We're going to build a railway. It's going to stretch from one coast to the other. I mean, we can't get the Russian achievement for getting, you know, like the huge continental, the Trans-Siberian network, but we can do the sort of Khan equivalent of it, which is normally pretty fun. Nationalism. Now that's really exciting. We've got a bit of a choice to make. I just got the Warlord's Throne, which it took me ages to build, but I've got a choice now. Intelligence Agency lets me build spies, which are really good with Mongolia, because I've put a spy in someone's land. That's +6 combat strength against them. Equally, I'm pillaging a bunch of faith and I've got nothing more to do with it, so the Grandmaster's Chapel would let me, say, buy a cavalry unit and then, you know, make a corps or an army out of an already experienced unit that I'm running around. So both are pretty good. I think I'm going to go for Grandmaster's Chapel. I do need to now build spies, though. That is something that's quite a high priority for me. So Xi'an, I think, is the most production of my empire, 68 production. You start to build a couple of spies, and then we'll start throwing them around, and I can really start to crank out a proper Mongolian combat boost. Eleanor has 173 culture. Amazing stuff. Oh, they're doing so good. Okay, fine. I will happily have open borders with you, my friends. I love to see Eleanor doing well in a game. 448 score. That's got to be near the top. Not that near the top. Okay, the Incans are doing the best. Wow, I really want to see what's going on in South America. That's cool. This little trebuchet has been just sort of sat there doing God's work. It's been doing brilliantly, just shooting away. Little shooty boy. Arkan, I think, is going to now fall. I'm just thinking, do I do any more pillaging in and around the area before I take it? Yeah, you know what, like, heal with that unit. That line inventory is going to need to just rest anyway. Fine, Arkan is now mine. I can now do the 1, 2 strike and then 3 to take Buda at the same time. That'll help. It's Poznan. That's the city I have the trade hub in, so I'm leaving that one alone for now. Actually, looking at this, only a little bit of my empire is on the Asian continent. This all counts as the European continent. They've put Russia in Europe, or pretty much all of Russia in Europe, which is an intriguing choice. But that means I can now go towards the exploration card to get colonial offices, and then I can go towards colonialism to pick up colonial taxes. Both of those will be very, very good cards for my very large empire. Don't mind me if I just steal Cologne. Hooray! Oh, and I've met Gaul doing it. Isn't it wonderful when you meet somebody by declaring war and killing one of their neighbours and going, oh, hello. Good to meet you. I didn't see you there. You're next, by the way. I'm coming through, but just don't be alarmed when I do. 15% faster growth and 3 loyalty per turn for all cities not on my original continent. That's all of my European cities. Nice. I'm still sieging this Korean city up here, which is relatively entertaining. I mean, sort of doing quite well. Got a cavalry up here now. How many turns until it disappears anyway? 2 turns. I think I can probably capture that before that point, but even if I don't, I just don't get the, you know, war weariness penalty from it, or the grievance penalty. Oh dear, Cologne's falling really quickly. Okay, I need to sort that out. I need to take myself another city or 3 in order to pick that one up. Arkan is loyal Mainz needs to be loyal. I need to go and pick that city up. Come on. To the front line, my friends. I've got a lot of units here, so I'm hoping we can do this. This should be easy enough. Right, hang on. If I just get everyone in position. We've got it nice and sieged now, because my encampment is sieging that ocean tile, which is relatively amusing. Bomb, 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 bomb. Okay, now it's going to take a couple turns to get that one down. I think Trier is my best bet. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Big Night Oil, Trevor Askby, Paul Coffey, Senjik, Kroger Brand, Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard and Portland for all of your support on Patreon, as well as everybody else who comments and likes. Thank you!